What up, Buttercups? How are you today? I did a thing. I actually started a prescription tretinoin regimen for my skincare, and I have 6 tips for you that will help combat irritation if you are having some. If that's something that interests you, stick around. We're going to talk about it. So, I have been on the hunt to find something to help get my skin back in better condition. I was of the generation that acted like a rotisserie chicken, basting myself in baby oil and just laying in the sun trying to get my skin that nice bronzy brown color, So needless to say, my skin has seen better days. I started to research and I saw a lot of women my age and older starting to talk about tretinoin and the effects that it had on their skin. So I opted to start a prescription with Agency. They are an online skincare company. How it works is you answer a few questions online, you send them some pictures, you let them know just what it is that you want from your skincare routine, and they basically build a regimen for you. Now, I purchased all of this on my own. I heard a lot about them, and I just went online, answered my questions, sent my pictures, and they basically built my tretinoin regimen for me. So when I first got it, I thought it was just like applying moisturizer, and I was just gonna instantaneously see these beautiful results, overnight. That's not how it works. I found out that this is a long game, and it takes consistency and just routine. So when I first started applying it, I used it like a moisturizer, and I applied it every night to my skin until about the 4th night when my skin felt like it was on fire. I started getting really red around here. I started flaking and peeling, and my skin burned, and I thought, oh my God, what did I just do to myself? So I do what I always do, and I go to the internet and I search and I investigate and I find answers. So in my quest, this is what I found out. So number 1, you want to make sure that you're using the right amount. Sometimes people meaning me, think that maybe if you add a little bit more, then that's gonna be better and it's gonna be faster. So if a little does good, then a lot's gonna do better. Tretinoin, that's not how that works. So you want to make sure that you're using the right amount. A pea-size amount is what they say to use, and the way that they described that was take your ring finger and that first little line there, you want to go half of that. So that would be basically a pea size, half of that, the tip of your finger. And that will be plenty for you to use on your face. And you just want to dab it in those places, and you want to rub it in like you would your moisturizer or your skincare. Number 2, you want to apply it to clean, dry skin. I was kind of using it like I was using my hyaluronic acid serum, where you want to make sure that your skin is damp. You don't want to do that with tretinoin. Tretinoin, you want to make sure that your skin is dry, because when your skin is damp, your pores are wide open, and that takes in all of the product, and sometimes that might be very irritating. So you just want to make sure that you are applying it to clean, dry skin so that your skin isn't absorbing all of that extra product. So number 3, this helped me immensely actually. You can apply, so I was applying my tretinoin, and that's all I was applying. I was just putting it on my skin. I was going about my business, doing my thing. I would get up in the morning, and then I would apply, after I got out of the shower, I would apply my moisturizer and my serums and things like that. I found that in my research, you can apply moisturizer before or after, or both. They call that the sandwich method. What I started doing was I would put my tretinoin on, and then after my tretinoin settled down and got kind of into my skin, I will go in afterwards with my castor oil, and then I will apply my castor oil to the top of my tretinoin, and that seems to be helping immensely. You can also go in, like I said, with the moisturizer, any moisturizer. It can be a heavy moisturizer or a light moisturizer, and you are going to apply that to your skin first. Then you can apply your tretinoin. Once that kind of settles in, apply your tretinoin, let that sit for a few minutes, and then you can go back in with a heavy or a light moisturizer and put it on top of the tretinoin. It's just going to kind of diffuse the tretinoin, so it's not so harsh on your skin if you're having problems with irritation. I found that it helped with my irritation a lot when I started to apply my castor oil on top of it, and let it go from there. So number 4, if you're like me, I thought that redness and flakiness was kind of part of it. Like that was just kind of what your skin was going to go through once you started using the tretinoin. It's not supposed to be like that. You want your skin to you don't want to ruin your skin barrier. When you have flakiness and you have redness and you have irritation, that means that you are using too much, it's too frequently. A lot of times we have to build up the usage. So if you are finding that you're having a lot of redness and irritation and flakiness, you want to back off the frequency that you use it. So let's say if you're using it every other night and you're having an issue with that, then you want to back it down to every 2 nights, or like once a week. See what happens with once a week. If your skin tolerates that well and you don't have any problems with it, then you can increase to 2 nights a week. And if you don't have any issue with that, you can increase to 3 nights a week until you come to where you are able to use it 7 nights a week. So I put my tretinoin on 3 times a week now. I was trying to do it every night, and I was finding that, like I said, that 4th night, my skin was on fire. So if you back it off a bit and just let your skin heal and do what it needs to do in between each application, you shouldn't have any problem. But take it slow in the beginning, because it's trial and error at this point. And it's just consistency, and it's just going to take a while. I know I wanted to see results overnight, and that obviously is not going to happen. So it's just about consistency and making sure that you're taking care of your skin. Number 5, don't use an exfoliator. So yes, these are things that I have actually done in the course of using the tretinoin. Don't use an exfoliator. I thought that, okay, my skin is flaking. I need to get all of that dead skin off so I can, walk around without being scaly and that kind of thing. Don't exfoliate. Your skin is obviously not supposed to be that way. So I found that I just took my baking soda scrub that I normally do, which is it's a pretty mild scrub, and I just thought that I would go and I would just kind of get rid of that excess dead skin so that my new pretty skin would come through. Yeah, no, it just added more irritation, and that was not good. If you use an exfoliator, it's going to damage your skin barrier, and we don't want to be there. If none of these things work, the changing the frequency, putting on moisturizer, using a little less product. If none of these things work for you, you might need to have a lower percentage of tretinoin that you're using. The amount or the percentage of tretinoin that you're using may just be too harsh for your skin, and you might just need to back that off a little bit. And number 7, this is a bonus tip. Make sure that you are using your tretinoin at night. You do not want to put tretinoin on and go out into the sun, because tretinoin makes your skin sensitive to the sun. So you do not want to apply it and go outside and go into the sun. That's no bueno. You do not want to do that. What you do want to do is you want to do your Tretinoin at night, and then when you get up in the morning and you do your daily routine, you want to make sure that you are using a good SPF. SPF is your friend. It's your friend. So make sure that you have a 35 or higher SPF when you go out during the day if you are going to use your Tretinoin. Now, you should be wearing your sunscreen all the time anyway, but especially if you are using Tretinoin. Your skin might also go through what they call a purge phase. Mine did this also. It's just like bringing all of the acne or all of the imperfections out of your skin. So you might notice that your skin's going to get worse before it gets better. So I can see subtle changes. So I know that this is just going to be something that I'm going to have to be consistent with and make sure that I am just on top of it, taking care of my skin. The damage didn't happen overnight, and it isn't going to get fixed overnight. So I really just have to know that I am in this for the long haul. And I am really on a mission to just try and make my skin as healthy and as pretty as it can be. So let me know in the comments if you are using a prescription retinoid and how is it working for you. Did you have any of these issues with your skin when you first started? And if you did you try any of these tips and did they work for you? Did they help? And are you noticing a change in your skin since you've started doing this? I would really love to know. I would love to hear your feedback on this, especially because I am really just now starting my whole Tretinoin journey. So any kind of comment, any kind of information, that any kind of tips and tricks that you guys might have that you can give me, that would be fabulous. So some of these really did help me. Using the castor oil after I applied my Tretinoin, decreasing the frequency of nights that I used it helped a lot. And the fact that I used a smaller amount also helped out a lot. So my skin is no longer inflamed and angry at me, which, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. All right, y'all. I hope that you have an amazing day, and always remember just how blessed you are and not how stressed you are. I know, it's easier said than done, but we can do this. And yes, we are blessed beyond measure. So have a fabulous day. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so we can hang out and talk about makeup all the time. That would be fabulous. I do appreciate it more than you know, guys. Thank you. And have a great day, guys. And until the next one, bye.